each other. Like, it does a lot for the opening of the mind through music. So with Para City, that's kind of part and parcel of what's happening here. So for someone who doesn't have context of the term, that is something in and of itself that kind of has like been reclaimed. Because there is a time in which a para could, you know, like a skibanga or an outcast or whatever, but now it can also mean someone with like a bit of a hustler's mentality and somebody who's kind of like wires to the streets and those sorts of things. So that's the context. I mean, what's your reason for doing that, and what's inside KO's mind?
I think the relevance of my album title and just delving into that concept, what I was trying to do was basically just like putting the mirror to the ordinary South African, just by way of saying, for starters, we have found ourselves subjected to almost kind of like a survivalist type of country, by way of either you want to blame it on, you know, poor governance, you know, and all these other things that come into play. But obviously it has a lot to do with socio-economic issues. So sometimes we find ourselves just prioritizing self, you know, just like how a self-serving para would do, if you want to put it that way, because they'll, you know, take advantage of certain situations just to advance themselves. So in us trying to advance ourselves, whether you are in corporate, government, or entertainment, you find yourself tapping into the para in you. Why? Because first of all, you don't know who is rooting for you. You don't know who's against you, and all those kind of things. So you have to literally walk around with, you know, just looking over your shoulder. And also, if we just go into the meat of it, we are unfortunately, let me just make one example. Rushing here, right? Like, you're sitting in traffic, you're trying to get to 5 FM on time, and lights are not working. But luckily for you, there's a para over there controlling traffic. So as much as like some of those people, in a way, like just the poetry in that they have become quote unquote outcasts in society, but at the same time here they are contributing in a positive light. You know, that's the juxtaposition in that is just so amazing.
I think